play nerd. I play nerd.
Get those wonderful toys.
Snoochie Boochies, y'all. This is I Play Nerd coming at you with another toy unboxing and review. This time we have the Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1988 Remastered 6-pack with Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, Splinter, and Shredder. Now, as far as the Turtles go, this is actually the remastered versions of the 1988 remastered Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Because this came out, they did the remastered turtle figures about a year ago, and they gave them their skin, these like little dimples on them to make it feel more like reptilian skin, and the fans didn't like it. So looks like they listened to what people were saying, and this version has fully smooth skin turtles. But these do replicate and pay homage to the original 1988 figures that came out when I was a kid. I had them, I loved them. But these have better articulation, better paint apps, and just overall better quality, similar to the Masters of the Universe Origins figures that have been pretty present for the past 5 years. So let's take a quick look at the packaging. And I'll say this, usually packaging doesn't quite interest me, but this one looks pretty fucking fantastic. I am very tempted to just keep it in box, but that's not what I do. I open the figures and move them around, play with them, do whatever. For the packaging, you can see Turtles replicates a sewer scene. You even have a ladder here. You have Donatello with some type of telescope, not telescope, I forgot, something kaleidoscope, something scope, periscope. It's called periscope. Yeah. And they're chasing Shredder throughout the sewers. It looks cool in packaging. Like I said, I'm tempted to just keep it unboxed, but I really want to open it and play with it. That's what she said. On top, you got more sewer-looking art. On the side, same. It's a big sewer. At the bottom, just that stuff down there. Information you don't really care about. And on the back, that's a pretty cool art. Pretty cool art right there. You have the Turtles chasing Shredder through the sewers. You got some information there. You can read it if you want. That's what it says. I'll tell you what, I can really see the back part of the packaging. It looks pretty cool, and I've seen it in other videos too. I think I'm going to be keeping this box. Anyways, let's bust open this 1988 remastered 6-pack for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Hey guys, I did discover something unfortunate. Although, look at the back. Look at this part of the packaging. This looks pretty fucking awesome. I want to keep this as part of my display. But something that is pretty, well, I'll just say it's really pissed me off. So my Raphael figure, I'm pretty happy with the figures that they put out, but my Raphael figure, look at his arm. Why does it not go all the way down? You know why? Because he has 2 left arms. Put it down. That's a left arm. That's a left arm. If you try to make it his right arm, it does not go all the way down. And you can see that. Let me see if I get the light on here. You can see that his armpit is not where it should be. His upper deltoid is in his armpit. So you cannot pull his arm all the way down, his right arm all the way down, because he has 2 left arms. Now if you swing it around and you make 2 left arms, that looks really funky. See? His left arm's good. This right arm, it's a left arm. You try to make it a right arm, it does not go all the way down. And you see the underside of his biceps and triceps. You see that his armpit is on top here. You see his deltoid is where the armpit should be. This is unfortunate. I am going to pause this review and see if I can swap this out for a non-defective item. Yeah, man, Playmates, your QC failed here. No, I did. When I discovered this, I did go back to some other YouTubers, toy tubers, who reviewed this remastered set. One of them had the Raphael was fine. He had a right arm and a left arm. The other reviewer, his Raphael was like this. He didn't say anything. I don't think he noticed that he had two left arms. His had two left arms like mine does, but he didn't notice it. I noticed it right away. I'm pretty irate about it because I really wanted to start displaying these figures in my collection. But shit happens. So I'm going to pause this review. I'm going to see if I can swap this out for a non-defective Raphael. Hopefully none of the other ones will be defective also. Stay tuned. All right, I just got back from Target to swap out, or actually get a new 6-pack of the 1988 remastered Ninja Turtles. They only had one more left, so I got lucky. It looks like the Raphael looks good. He has an actual right arm instead of two left arms, because you can see that he's able to bend his arm all the way down there, at least in the packaging. So I'm going to bust this guy open and we'll continue the toy unboxing and review. And we're back. I did discover a few more QC issues which really irritate me, but let's start off with the one that really got my attention. That is Raphael with two left arms. Left arm one, left arm two. Once again, that's not a right arm. If you try to make it a right arm, it doesn't work. But I did get another pack, so I'm going to swap out. Here is Raphael with a right arm and a left arm. Hooray! Another QC issue I found with my original 6-pack that I got. This one's a little bit more difficult to see. It takes a keen eye to find. But and it's probably going to be hard to capture this on camera. He has two right shins. Took me a little time to figure out because the shape of his calf muscles are they don't mirror each other. They're exactly the same. Once again, kind of hard to tell, but his shins, you can see it's a little bit smaller on this side and bigger on this side from the front. So that's exactly the same height as here. It's not mirrored. It's big on this side and smaller on this side. So I'm also swapping out this one. I know some people have I saw a review where they talked about Donatello's face being kind of mangled. It is a little bit off center. I didn't really notice that much, and you really have to point it out for me, but I can see a little bit being off center. Unfortunately, my replacement is pretty much exactly the same. But once again, this is my replacement. I don't really notice that much. Now, Master Splinter, and I did see this on some other Toy Tubers review. This does take a little bit of a keen eye also, but he also has two right shins, except that one of them, actually, I guess I won't say it's a right shin, but it's on backwards, and you can't really twist it. So his right shin is fine. His left shin is reversed. So his calf muscle is in front. This is his calf muscle. Once again, it's a little bit harder to tell. You can see the bump there. Here's a regular calf muscle. You see the bumps in the back. The calf is in the back. And here the bump is in the front. So he has a reverse leg, and you can't really. Maybe if you play around with it some more. Actually, I just fixed it. Well, that's kind of embarrassing. I'll have to just twist it around. So I guess my Master Splinter was actually okay. But that really wasn't a QC issue. But this is actually from this is actually the replacement pack I got. And one thing I noticed about him, his arm pops off really easily, which is also quite unfortunate. His other arm, I'm sure you can get it off, when it's difficult. This one, you just pull it. If you move it around, it pops off pretty easily. So I did fix one part. If you find yourself with a Master Splinter with the shit in the front, you can't just turn it around. You can't. I must have been tired when I was playing with it because I didn't notice it. But all right, Splinter's fixed. All right, let's get back to reviewing these turtles. So here are the 4 turtles, Master Splinter and Shredder, out of the packaging with all of their weapons. For the turtles, I already have their weapons stowed away in their compartments, but for Shredder and Master Splinter, have them out there. Let's take a look at Leonardo real quick, just to illustrate the articulation, which is going to be the same for all 4 turtles. The heads move. It's on a ball joint, so you get some good movement there. Arms, as long as you have a left arm and a right arm, they move back and forth. They move up and down. They move at the elbow and at the wrist. No ab crunch. There's no room for that with their shells. Their legs go this way and that way. Bend at the knee. One of the big complaints was there's no ankle rocker. Their ankles only move horizontally. Looking at the figures itself, Leonardo looks great. He's painted just like he needs to be painted. Let's see if I can get better lighting on there. Painted just like how he needs to be painted. They did fix the original remastered versions with the bumpy dimples. They just didn't do the best job with it because they used Donatello's face on Leonardo and used Leonardo's face on Donatello. They did a face swap, which was not accurate to what we had as kids, but the paint on these are good now. Faces are correct. The weapons are painted, not like the original ones from the 80s where it was all one color, but it was like this weird orange brownish color. But they look good, especially when they hold them. So there's Leonardo. He's got the double straps that cross over. He's got the katana holders. His shell looks good. They do have pegs, or they have holes in the bottom of their feet so you can peg on. And looks pretty fantastic. There's Leonardo. Going over to Donatello. He also has the double straps that cross over. His bow fits perfectly onto his little compartment there. But you can also pull it out. It is multiple colors. It is brown. And it's got a purple wrap. Now, they do color in the weapons to match each turtle's color. It would make more sense if this was white. I think that would match like more the cartoon. Same with Leonardo's katana blades. The handles are blue. So Donatello looks pretty good. Looks just like how it was as a kid, but with more articulation. Let's put his weapon in his hands to make sure he can hold it. There you go, Donnie. There's one hand. Let's go in the left hand. I really hope I don't break this. There it is. That's in the left hand. I'll get it back in the right hand. And there you go. He's ready to fight. There's Donatello with his bow. Yep, don't fall over. Let's take a look at Raphael. His thighs look good. Painted red, of course, to match his bandana and the rest of his clothing. No straps that cross over. He doesn't need it because he has a smaller weapon. They do fit perfectly in his front. he has. I never understood what this was, but the original figures had him. He had a little compartment for it in his back, so I put it on there. Otherwise, Raphael looks great also. Moving on to the party dude, Michelangelo. No straps that go across. He does have a place for his nunchaku. Let's pull him out. They do have a chain now. The ones from the 80s had this like small string, not even a string. It was plastic that's supposed to mimic a string, and mine broke. Mine broke so fast. I had to put tape on it just to keep it together. And it looked really wonky, but what are you gonna do? This one's how it changed now, which is freaking fantastic. There you go. There you go, Mikey. Here's Mikey with his double nunchucks. I just realized I didn't put Raphael's size in his hands. There's one, and there's the other one. Now let's take a look at Shredder and Splinter. Starting off with Splinter. Oopsie. Let's remove his weapon first. He does not have soft goods for his robe kimono thing like he did from the original 1988 release. But I still think it looks good. And he did kind of improve his face. I would have been fine if they would have used the original face. At least this one, he looks. I think this one looks better. Once again, if they would have used another version of the original one, where he does kind of look really ratish, like an ugly rat, I would not have mine. But his head moves this way. Not a whole lot of mobility up and down because of just the way it's designed. You know, it's on a ball joint. His arms move up and down, back and forth. He has elbow articulation, single jointed at the wrist. He has legs that move out to the side. He has knee articulation. He has an ankle rocker, so you can point his feet down. You can point it up. You can turn it. You get a lot more mobility as opposed to the horizontal only type ankles that you have with the turtles. And his tail is articulate also. What does it come with? He comes with his classic cane that hides a blade. Let's see if it gets the focus right. No, it's there. Which, when I was a kid, I always had him. This is the one I preferred him to carry around because he always had a cane in the cartoon. I think he had a cane in the cartoon. One cool weapon that he comes with is a bow and arrow. And the ones that came out in the 80s, it was all one piece. You couldn't take away the arrow. You can separate the arrow from the bow, but this one you can. The bow and the arrow are two separate pieces that you can connect. Now you can't shoot it because I think that's supposed to be dangerous for kids. But at least you could remove it. So I thought that was a pretty cool feature. Moving on to Orokusaki Shredder. He does seem a little bit smaller, but not a big deal. At least he's not stuck in that pose from the 80s where the original one, he was stuck in this weird like gorilla pose. So he was always hunched down. This one can stand all the way up. Articulation wise, his head moves. It's not on. Yep, it is on a ball joint. His head's on a ball joint. He does have a plastic cape, not a soft goods cape, which kind of sucks. His arms move back and forth, up and down. Articulation of the elbow, the wrist. The legs go this way and that way, and his knees go this way and that way. And he does have, oh, he does not have an ankle rocker. His feet only go horizontally, move horizontally, like the turtles. As far as the figure itself, the design of it, he is rocking his six-pack, his manly pecs. He does have kind of a weird look on his face, but I don't think it's terrible. It's probably more stoic. One thing you can do, if you really want to, is if you have another Shredder figure. Here is my original NECA figure for Shredder. I did get an updated one from Target that I haven't opened yet. But if you remove his head, remove his cape, you can swap it out and make this Shredder have a soft goods cape. Just like that. Which I might be displaying them like that. I'm not certain yet. I'm not really big on customizing, but this one does look better with a soft goods cape. So that's what he looks like, soft goods. But for the rest of the video, I will put back his plastic cape. Oh, the rest of him looks pretty damn good. He has good blades. He has a belt. Once again, it does feel a little bit on the smaller side compared to the turtles. At least his height is right. He just feels like a little on the skinny side. Now he does come with some other weapons. This thing, I don't know what the hell it is. It's got blades on it. I remember it did come with the original. I don't know if these are meant for Shredder, but he does have, or the pack at least comes with 2 throwing stars. And these are for Shredder because they are wrapped in his plastic purple. You do have a katana blade, and don't remember what this blade's called. Maybe a shoto. So you can have him hold it. Here is the katana blade. And his other hand is not so great for holding stuff, but you can still jimmy it to hold the other blade. Maybe not for a long time, but probably the plastic will probably stretch out over time. I don't be able to hold it anymore. But for now, he holds it. And that's going to bring us to the end of this toy unboxing and review of the Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1988 Remastered 6-pack. That consists of Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, Splinter, and Shredder. This is actually the remastered version of the remastered Turtles, but at least you get Splinter and Shredder, and you don't have the pimply, dimple Turtles that you got from that were released a year ago. Nostalgia factor is really high on these. I highly recommend them as long as you don't run into the same QC issues that I did. So take a close look at the pack before you purchase it, or even if you have multiple packs, get 2 so you can open one, see if there are any QC issues, and if needed, you can swap them out and then return the pack that has the QC issues and keep the good ones. The added articulation makes it even funner to pose. You can do different types of scenes that you couldn't do from back in the 80s, or at least it won't look as wonky, especially since Shredder is not hunched over like he has scoliosis or something, or he's a hunchback. The weapons look a lot better because they are painted. They're not just some burnt orange weird color. Although that is nostalgic too. I probably wouldn't have mine if they came in that color, just because it is very reminiscent. But highly recommend these guys. It's a Target exclusive. I think it's about $55 each for the 6-pack. So very, very economical. Totally good deal. These will look great to display. That's it. Smell you later. Cowabunga, dude.